Hello and welcome back to Scatterbrook Farm Garden Designs. Hope you're all well. Right, this video is going to be, I've had a viewer message me, Zoe, and she's asked me, could I explain, because when I do my designs, I always talk about balance and peripheral vision. And what do I actually mean by balance? Now I've gone through on my videos, certain things that how you can balance things out and how you go about it and what to look for. But for that viewer, if you're a little bit puzzled by it, I'll just demonstrate to you, and we'll go through it step by step about how I, as a designer, how I balance my designs and get them to well, the secret to good designing is to make sure that a design that you do comes towards you rather than fall away from you. So for argument's sake, if we got this area here, I'm going to just do it on the town part here. I've got no more room on the rest of the farm. So this is my design farm. So what we'll do is we'll get these items here. We get that there. Okay. Now we're going to start a small feature and we're going to build it up. Now I'm going to just explain to you why I think things look better in a certain position and why they look better. Okay? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this daffodil here and this daffodil here. So one's left and one's right. And I'm going to put that there and that there. Now, as you can see, that there is a very balanced design. Very small, but it's balanced. Now, why that is balanced there is because you've got height at the back, and then as it comes forward, it gets lower. Okay? If I were to remove this and put this to the front and that to the back, now you've got height at the front and it's getting lower at the back. So as you look at that now, that sundial is too prominent. It stands out too much. Now you might look at that and think, well, I like that. I like the sundial on show. But as you start adding to it, that sundial will become even more prominent, and then it'll look out of context. So when I move this, you'll see the difference. Put that to the back, that to the front, and as we zoom out, you can now see there's a big difference. There's height at the back and it's balanced. It comes towards you. Yeah? So if we now just get some slabs, we'll go black or white. What should we go with the white. Now the white will contrast the sundial. Okay, so the white there is just blending with the sundial. So now as you can see, we've got a nice little feature going there with height at the back. Okay, so when you're doing a design, always make sure that you've got height at the back and lower, sort of medium, and then to lower at the front. So large, medium, small. Now what this does is this makes the feature stand out more, and it'll come towards you rather than falling away from you. So for argument's sake, if you like your conifer trees and you get a conifer tree, you get, let's just say we get two large trees, conifer trees. Now if we put one there and one, say, there, now what's actually happening now is those conifer trees now are overpowering that little feature in between. Okay, So there's no balance. They're too tall at the front. And then if you were to put something small at the back here, you know, you think, oh, they look nice there. Now all of a sudden that feature now is starting to get away from you. It's starting to fall away. Okay, it's high at the front, small at the back, and now all of a sudden that feature now is running away from you, and you don't want that. The feature's got to hit you. It's got to come towards you. So if we put these out the way, and we have something at the back, let's have a building. Let's just go with that. Okay, so already now we've got the basis at the back as height. Now if we were to get a tree there and a tree there, okay, let's get a couple of grasses. So we've got the height there at the back. Now we're going to go to something medium size. So we'll go for a couple of grasses just there. We'll kick those out right-handed. Okay, so now we're starting to build the back. And that back now starting to really look nice. Okay, the height at the back. Let me move this building up here. I can't pick it up. What's going on? There. Okay. So now what we can do, we can add a little bit of fence. So I quite like the brown fence. So we'll start that by the tree. We'll bring that out to there. Out to there. Now, what I always say looks really good is symmetrical. If you can do a design where you've got the items equal either side, that gives you great balance. That makes it really, really easy on the eye and really good to look at. So as you can see now, we're starting to get a nice effect. The design is now starting to come towards you rather than go away. So we need something medium, but we need something with, you know, a different colour, but we keep it either side. So we could go for a mossy rock. So we go that one there and that one there. Kick it out right and kick that one out that way. So as you can see, we got the height at the back with those tall conifers and the summer house. Then we've got the grasses just a little bit lower, and then we've come down to the rocks. So that now that feature is coming towards you, and just a little bit of height with the sundial in the middle, as that is the main feature in the center. But the feature in the middle isn't that big, it isn't that large that it's going to overpower what's at the back. So what we've got now, we've got a good balance between the back and the middle. So if I was to put something now inside this fence that was large, you'll see now how the back doesn't look right. So let's put, I don't know, let's put that tree there and that tree there. Now all of a sudden it can look nice, but it's swamp in the back. And all the focus now is going on those large trees. You're not paying any attention to what's at the back. Because what you've done now is those big trees, where they're positioned, are now starting another feature. So if you imagine that is out the way, at the back, the summer house and the conifers, you've started another feature now with these trees at each side with the height at the back of that, and then you can build forward. But we don't want that, so we'll keep that to there. And now we need to be keeping what we got down the sides now small. Okay, so being as they're out, we'll use a couple of those. So we'll have that one there and that one there. Okay, then we can have another daffodil. Now those daffodils will blend with the daffodils in the centre bed. So as you zoom out now, as you can see, this feature now is all starting to blend together. Okay, and all we've done is built height at the back and coming down through the ranks, tall, medium, small. Okay, we've kept it symmetrical, so it's identical either side. And as you can see now, that feature is coming towards you. It's not running away. And then we could add, let's just say for argument's sake, let's get some more conifers. But we don't want the large conifers. You see, we got large conifer there. You see how now that's making that look very, very uneven at the back. Doesn't look right. Okay, because it's larger than the ones at the back. So what we do is we look for medium conifer. Where is it? There. Okay, so those conifers there now, as you can see, are just slightly smaller than those ones at the back. Okay, now there's, not a lot of difference. There's not a lot of difference in the height, but you can just see that as they're coming towards you, they're just a little bit lower, just a little bit smaller. Okay, and then what we can do is add some, we can just add anything in there, but not too overpowering. Put a couple more grasses in there. Now we look at that and we think, right, now that looks just a little bit too green. Just a bit too green. So we move those out the way. And we want something in there with a bit of height and a bit of colour. So we can put one there and one there. Okay, so we've got a little bit of white in there. Looking at that, a little bit too much. Let's just have that creeping through the back of the tree there. Let's have a look. Turn it. Don't know. No. I'm just trying to put something in the middle of there that'll just set it off. There's a bit of orange there. We could have that in between the conifers there. That's quite nice. Kick those in. Okay. We'll add another slab out there, and then what we can do, we can get some pink roses. And we can add those around the front. Now again, you see, as we've come right to the full front, we've made it really, really low now at the front. So as you can see now, this feature is really, really starting to come at you. It's really starting to come out. Now, if you like the big trees, you can put those trees at the back. You could have one that side and one that side. Okay. Turn them out. One there and one there. So you've still got that height at the back. Now I'm just using those trees as an example. If you want to use the big trees, use them for the backdrop. So you've got that nice height at the back. Okay. So as you can see, that little feature that we've done there is just falling towards you. And that's what you want, that effect. You want it to come towards you. Finish off the fence. Put that into there and that into there. Now, as you can see, I'm keeping it exactly the same either side. Either side. So we've built up a beautiful, beautiful little design there. Absolutely perfect little design. Now, if you're down on your town and you think, well, I don't really want the summer house, well, then you take the summer house out, get rid of it, and you could say, well, what we'll do, we'll go for this. Now, just by dropping that little building in there, look how that looks. Okay, you've got the conifers either side, fanning out, getting lower as you come down the front. Now, how pretty does that look with that building? All we've done is taken the summer house away and replaced it with a building. Any building, that building there we could take away and you could have the cinema. And there's the cinema. And because you've got the right balance and you've got all the items and the deco placed in a certain way, it will look right. It will look right every single time. Doesn't matter what you put there. Any building will go there and it will look right. So there's just a simple little design, just explaining to you guys about how balance works. You know, what I look for. As far as the peripheral vision goes, now, if you look at that design there, okay, and you focus on that letter M on that building, okay, when I zoom out, keep looking at that letter M, and everything around, nothing is prominent. Nothing stands out prominent. It all looks balanced. It all looks the same all the way around. That's the effect that you need. Now, if I were to get this building and put here, okay, so, you know, you've got to put your building somewhere. But if you put them in a place that's going to affect that feature, again, look at the letter M. When I zoom out, what is smack bang in your peripheral vision? What is showing up over that feature? What is showing up more than anything? Just keep looking at that M. What is showing up is that. That building is overpowering the whole of that feature. Okay? Now, if I were to get this building and put it to the back, okay? Now concentrate on that letter M. As I zoom out, in your peripheral vision, but it's softer. It's at the back. So now that building, okay, isn't as prominent, and you've still got that beautiful effect of the design, but that building is there, but it's not sticking out in your face. Okay, and then you could just get that building there, and then what we'll do, we'll blend it into the feature. So we'll put some white slabs around, and even though it's a large white building and it stood out massively at the front, what we can do, we can blend it. So we get some more fence, and we can put that there, that there, that there, that there, another piece of white slab. That, what's in the way there? Oh, piece of fence. Okay, another piece of white slab. And we can bring that around there. Along there, along. Oh, I don't want to go buying. Oh dear, where can I pinch some? Oh dear, I just spent 5,000 now on slabs, and I got them here. Okay. So we put that to there, and that will meet up just there. Okay. So as you can see, just by adding that one little building, that the large cinema, we have now incorporated it in a position that it doesn't look overpowering and out of place. So what we could do now is we could bring a bit more fence, and all we're doing is blending. We're blending and making sure that the balance is there. Okay. Then we can add those big green leafy trees that we had earlier. I hope you'll get getting where I'm explaining it, and I'm trying to explain it in a way that you'll get it there and there. Yeah, I'm trying to explain it in a certain way that you'll understand where I'm coming from when it comes to balance and blend. Okay, so we've still got equal either side, but we need to add something on this corner because obviously we've got a gap. Okay, so rather than put something with lots of colour, something with a vast vibrant colour there will then not look right against this side, so then the feature would look slightly out. So what you can do is just add 1, 2, like that. So even though there's 2 more pieces of fence on the left hand side more than there is on the right, okay, it looks a little bit, it still looks unbalanced on the left, okay, but you've got that lovely walk through up to the cinema and you've incorporated it. Now if you look at that and say, well, yeah, it don't look balanced now, dead simple. All you do, doesn't hurt, 1, 2, zoom out, now it's equal. So even though it's equal on the main feature, you've still got that lovely fenced area to go up to the cinema area. So now as we zoom out, even though we've added the cinema, which is a large building, again, focus on that letter M. When I zoom out, the whole feature looks combined and balanced. Yeah? You could get some more trees. Get some more trees along the back here. Let's get some more. I don't know what other trees I've got. Let's just stick with the green leafy trees. So you got one there and one there, just to give it a little bit of height there at the back. We could dot in the back there. You've got the wooded area, so you could dot a couple of rocks or coloured things in there. There's a rock there just poking out in the background. Something in this little gap here. What have we got? Let's have a look. Let's just scroll down. There's got to be something that we can have in there. Oh, I don't know. Let's try one of them. Yeah, some little mushrooms growing down by the rock. And perhaps we could have another one. I'm not going to buy it. Oh yeah, we got another one there. So another mushroom there. What am I doing with that? So we got a few mushrooms there growing in the wooded area. Is there any more gaps there? Yeah. So got like a little mossy area with the rock and the mushroom toadstools all growing. So what we've done, we've blended. All looks very, very nice. You know, it's a lovely little setting. And then, why have I just moved that tree? Oh, dear me. Where did I have it? Oh, dear. That'll do. Just there. Perhaps we could add another one. I think I've run out of trees. What other trees? I know I can nick one. Oh, there's one right by me. Okay. So we've got that area there, and then you know you've got the rest of the buildings. You've got the spa there. Okay, so you've got the spa just to there. So all you do is, oh, got to make sure I got the slabs. So all we're doing with these designs is making sure that when we decorate, we're actually doing it. Oh, it'll be enough to get to those steps. Yeah. We're doing it in such a way that the whole area is balanced. Once it's nicely balanced, there's not a problem. It'll all come towards you. So as you can see, we're just building. I mean, we've got 3 buildings there, and look at the area that we've used. We've still got all this area, and yet we've got 3 buildings and deco, garden design, all in that one small area. We'll add a little bit of colour just in between the building there. Let's put a daffodil just in the back of there. That's quite nice. A little bit of yellow. And then what we could have, I don't know. I'm just going through anything. Let's just have a look. We could get that log. Put that to the front. That looks hideous, so we won't bother with that. Let's put it there. Yeah, and then we could get more pink roses. We can go out along there, along towards the rock. We come out from the rock, along, and to the end of there. Okay? So, we've started with a tiny little design there, showing you with height at the back, coming down to the front. Then we built the summer house with tall at the back, medium, small to the front. Added the conifers, medium conifers, some trees at the back. So we made our main design, put some orange in that, some reds in between the conifers, added some pink roses around the front, added some white path, not too much path. You don't want big triple layers of path or lots of path, because it will look overpowering. So as you can see, the path in between now is all balanced. It's all, you know, it all goes within that feature. And then we just added the cinema. Now, like I said, when I placed the cinema at the front, it looked out of place. It looked all completely, it overpowered all the feature. Now what we did is we switched it from the front to the back, and the back gives it the height. And by having the height at the back brings the whole feature right forward. We can move that, we can move that, and we could even get that there just up under the trees. Okay, I've got no more slabs left. I can't. There's a crate. I never lose on these crates. Watch. 3, 2, 1. Oh dear. Will I ever get a video where I win on one? Yeah. So again, balance ratio there. Lovely, tucked up under the trees. It could go one just to there. Again, if I were to get this now and put it here, okay, where you wanted it quite close, or let's just say you wanted it there near the entrance, okay, now it's now unbalanced, because as you can see, if you look now again at that letter M on the building, like we've been doing throughout the video, as I zoom out, in your peripheral vision is this monstrosity at the front. Someone's car alarm going off out there. Okay, so you look at the balance point to make it even. Okay, so you put it there. Okay, and now all of a sudden, look at the letter M as we zoom out. All the buildings are now in your peripheral vision. They all view at the same time. So you know you've got the correct balance. Have I got any more white slabs? Oh, I've got one. That's a shame. That's a shame. Got no more around there now, look. Is there any more? No. But you get where I'm coming from. You know, you can imagine that path. Come into there, nick a couple of pieces from there. So that's going up to there. And then you... I don't know whether we can get a double in there. Let's go to... I don't think that will actually go in there. If it does, happy days. It's a shame. Okay. So what we could do, we go to decorations, go right to the bottom, and we get ourselves a lovely rose lamp. There it is. And we'll put that outside. And we could possibly continue the roses around there, there, and there. So forget the bit on the left where I stole the slabs. I mean, just change it up. Put some slabs in there just for you guys so that you can see what we got going on. So we'll put that into there. Bit of dark. I know it's a different colour. But again, you see, because I've used a different colour slab, see how out of balance it looks now. You've got those beautiful white stepping stones all the way around, and then you've got a dark colour there. So I'll take those out. It's all about balance, making sure that everything balances correctly. And then you've got all this area in here that you can, you know, make a little town park. You could always add some water. You could add a brook coming from behind this building here, all the way down around the outside, wiggling its way down through, over maybe a bridge, and then back down, and then into this area here, and blend it in with the river. So there's lots and lots of options. But the balance side of it, I hope that, you know, I've explained it well enough for you. I don't really know any other way that I can explain it without going into any more detail. So again, just a recap on it. We started again with this little design, height at the back. Even with a little design, keep the height at the back. Then we had the summer house, which obviously we changed to the to that shop. I can't remember what it is, grocery. We've moved it into there. So we got large conifers either side, medium to the front, and then fizzling out to the front, medium to small. And that there makes the feature stand out. It's no good having a waterfall where you've got tall trees at the front and small flowers at the back, because it will fall away from you and the feature will be completely wasted. So as you can see, using peripheral vision and the height at the back and the different colours and the different shades, keeping it symmetrical on the main feature, you'll end up with you'll end up with a beautiful design. I mean, you know, we've just gone through that. We've just used what we've got in the inventory. We've just put it in there. I've just explained what goes where, how to place it, what's the best way for it to look. And yeah, you know, you can just mess about there, but put the mushrooms in the back and you can just add to your design when you've got the basics. But the main thing is keeping the balance. Once you've got that balance, your farm and your town and your sanctuary and your tundra, whatever you're designing, you will get the best out of it. And people will go onto it and go, wow, absolutely awesome. Just that little area that we've done there, we've incorporated 4 of the buildings, and we've still got all that area and all this down the front. You know, you just keep adding, add and add there, and you build a feature around there. Yeah, pretty cool, isn't it? So Zoe, I hope that helps you and also help the other viewers. We've gone through it in depth. It's taken a little bit of time, but I wanted to get it right for you guys as you're my viewers. And if you're asking any questions, I try and answer as many as I can. Just keep the questions coming, and don't forget, pass the videos on to all your friends. The more people that watch the videos, the more people I can help, and they'll have some wonderful, wonderful gardens, I'm sure. So hit the subscribe button, and yeah, that's about it. We've covered everything there. So don't forget, use your peripheral vision. Balance is the key to a good design. So until the next video, wherever you are, happy designing, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and we will see you very soon. Cheerio.